Welcome everyone to HFN. Today is October 26, 2019. Updating you all on Bitcoin. Man, what a fantastic move Bitcoin has done of late. The last 2 days in Bitcoin has been phenomenal, of massive increases of higher prices. A lot of things that many people didn't expect. We are one of them. We're going to talk about that as we get into our video today. We're going to also ask the question, Bitcoin's price prediction. Why did the price rise the last 2 days? What will cause the price in Bitcoin to make a substantial movement higher? All right, so before I get started to answering that question, I always want to remind each and every one of you, you guys appreciate these videos, hit that subscribe button, like and share these videos, follow us on Twitter at HueFin News, and then follow us on our Facebook page at HueFin News as well. We do put some off and on things on there that we do not place on YouTube. All right, so let's talk about what occurred since our last video in Bitcoin. You guys can tell right here that we created this price target box on October 24th with the expectation of Bitcoin continue to move lower. I do have that video in the playlist for Bitcoin. You can go back and check out our most recent Bitcoin price forecast. And we did state in that video that there's like a 15 to 20% chance that the market in Bitcoin can in fact hold that area that we were trading at when we created the video. And what do you know? It was definitely a surefire area of support. I mean, because we knew over here in the background of this chart that the market in Bitcoin held that area already. And it was a pretty good area of support because we touched that particular number or price level numerous times. So this is the reason why the price in Bitcoin price rose. There wasn't any supply below that particular support level right here. Okay. The overall market from a supply demand standpoint was a lot greater above this particular price level of around $7,400. So the market participants had to push this price up higher to try to instill more of the market participation from buyers and sellers in the market. That's why we're seeing this massive increase in volume the last 2 days, is because the market needs to have a flow. It cannot run stagnant. It cannot just dwell without something happening. So the market knew that many of the stop loss areas or many of the buy positions were above that number, $7,400. So they had to try to push the market up to those particular price levels in order to induce more market participation. Okay, so that's the reason why we saw this massive move in Bitcoin high in price. And now what I'm telling you from the price chart, well, let me tell you this first, that we did take this in as a loss in the market in Bitcoin. It definitely went against us. When you look at it on the 4-hour chart, the market in Bitcoin broke past our resistance area right here on this particular 4-hour bar. So I'm going to extend this out a little bit higher as a loss because we would have gotten out on that particular bar. So it would have been a 10.67% loss in the market for Bitcoin. So that was one of the trades that definitely went against us. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. And we're going to give you all our updated forecasts into the market in Bitcoin now. So I wanted to show you that even on the daily 4-hour chart, what occurred over the last 2 days has definitely changed the perception of what the market was going to do in the long term. You guys remember on our last video, we did expect the market in Bitcoin to continue to follow this overall trend of lower prices. Well, we cracked that today in trading in the market in Bitcoin. So you have to go back and readjust what the market is trying to expel to us regarding Bitcoin and future price movement. Okay, so I'm not going to hold this descending line here anymore because we definitely got the market in Bitcoin to break above it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to transpose that line into one of consolidational trading still. Okay, So this is where we're at. The market in Bitcoin is expected to continue to really hold consolidational trading. And as I zoom in, I can already tell that in order for us to hold that price that we maintained the last 2 days, Bitcoin cannot break below this price right here, which is around $9,000. Okay. So I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm gonna get rid of this one because these two lines are not playing an active role in where Bitcoin is trading right now. Okay. So I'm going to hold the one I just created for support right there around $9,000. And this is the line that we need to focus on for price level and price action over the next couple of days to hours. All right. I do want to show you as well in this daily time frame that we're definitely seeing a climactic amount of volume, meaning that we are getting some participation. I don't like the amount of volume that we're getting and where we're trading at right now on this daily price bar. Okay. We haven't had this much volume in the market in Bitcoin since when we were trading at the highs back in June 27, 2019. And you guys can see the result in the market in Bitcoin from that massive volume that came through this particular space. So we got to keep our eyes open in the market in Bitcoin going forward, because that could definitely be a huge indication that the market in Bitcoin is going to continue to make another massive move to the downside further and further down the road. But at least over the next couple of days, the market in Bitcoin is still expected to continue to see more or less consolidational trading. Okay, so what we're going to do on this particular forecast for Bitcoin, we're going to play it on a small time frame, preferably the 4-hour chart. 3-hour bars are giving us a whole lot of weakness as well. But again, just like I said on our last video, there is still a chance that the market in Bitcoin can find the support at that $9,000 price. Okay, instead of me saying 15 to 20, I would say around 30 to 40% chance that that can happen. All right, but nevertheless, we are still seeing the market weakness in the Bitcoin at this point in time, that we're going to anticipate the continuation of move lower in Bitcoin. All right, now we would TP the market right here at the top of this particular 4-hour price bar right there around $8,800, which would be about 3.5% profit in that market move to the downside. We're only going to play this on a small time frame because of that massive move that came through the last 2 days. So we're just going to play this on a very small time frame in Bitcoin. I wouldn't be surprised if we do a very quick touch back down here towards 8,600. But that would definitely have to come in as we see more and more weakness coming to the market. So understand that $8,800 is where our support area lies in Bitcoin. But we would TP the market right here at $9,000, which would be about 1.64% profit if we see some strength appearing back into the market. All right, that is how you have to play these particular price moves in the market in Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency space. So we're playing this on the 4-hour chart. We're looking for the market in Bitcoin to give us a little bit more weakness. We do have our eyes fixated on that $9,000 price level. And if we see strength bars come in on that particular level, then understand that we would TP the market at that price. But overall, $8,800 is where we're trying to see Bitcoin as well hold some support. Okay, so this is what the market is doing. Overall, we are definitely seeing some massive movement, some interest coming into the cryptocurrency space, preferably Bitcoin. And right now, I'm just going to play this on a small time frame to see a little bit movement to the downside. And then after that, we'll come back in on the next updated video for Bitcoin to give you our expectations going forward in the long term, because the weekly price chart in Bitcoin looks very volatile. This current weekly price bar in Bitcoin is tremendously volatile, meaning that the market is battling between which direction it wants to go. And at the conclusion of this weekly price bar, we would definitely need to evaluate which side of the trade won out. Is it the buyers or is it the sellers that has won out in this week's price action? Okay, so we will give you all that in our next updated video. So right now, long term from a monthly perspective onward, definitely looks to be still consolidational trading, but I'm not being confused that the last couple of months we're still in weakness in the market of Bitcoin, but the buyers are definitely trying to flip that over into one of bullishness. All right, so make sure you keep it tuned in here, because we would break in with the video, especially if we do see some massive movement coming on in the cryptocurrency space and or even the stock market. All right, so make sure y'all maintain your profitability, and I will see you all on the next one.